2 years ago, I made videos regarding Antonio Brown and his abnormal behavior, and somehow the date is January 3rd, 2022, and that topic has never been more relevant.
Happened yesterday with Antonio Brown, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. We'd never seen anything like it.
Brown's latest outburst has dominated just about every headline and news outlet across the country. Now guys, really quickly, if you haven't seen part 1 and 2, I highly recommend watching those videos. They will be linked down below so you can truly understand the build up to the latest troubling incidents and a career filled with big plays and absurd actions. Now, before we dive into what transpired Sunday, let's rewind to October 27th, 2020. Antonio Brown gets another chance in the NFL with Brady and the Buccaneers after serving an 8-game suspension for multiple violations of the league's personal conduct policy. It was no secret Brady saw something in Antonio Brown that most didn't. He advocated for Brown on the Patriots a couple years ago and even let him into his home. So when AB signed with Brady and the Bucs mid-season, it was no surprise. Tampa would go on to win Super Bowl 55, and the wide receiver would even catch a touchdown in that game, which led to Brown re-signing on a 1-year deal, and well, it was pretty much smooth sailing for the next 6 months. I'd go as far as to say, with the help of Tom Brady and his teammates, it appeared as if AB had taken steps in the right direction. But as you know, that would all come to a screeching halt just a month ago, when the NFL suspended Antonio Brown 3 games for using fake vaccination cards. He would serve his 3-game suspension and return to the field December 26th, catching 10 passes for 101 yards and a win versus the Panthers. Okay, you're all caught up, so let's discuss what unfolded Sunday. As you can imagine, there are different sides to the story depending on who you talk to. Bucs head coach Bruce Arians claims he told Brown to get into the game and that he refused, and then the coach told him to leave. AB, on the other hand, didn't believe he was healthy enough to be playing. Here's actually the direct quote from NFL's Ian Rappaport. Midway through the game yesterday, Bruce Arians and the offensive staff told Antonio Brown to go into the game. They believed he was healthy, Rappaport said. Antonio Brown did not believe he was healthy. He had been battling an ankle injury for the last several weeks. He did not practice Thursday and did not practice Friday. And I know personally had some doubts whether or not he'd be able to be out there and play. What he told the staff, from what I understand, is he was not going into the game because in his mind, he did not feel he was healthy. The response then from offensive coaches and from Bruce Arians was, if you're not going into the game, when we tell you to go into the game, then you can't be here. At that point, they threw him off the sidelines and then cut him from the team. Now, if you watch this video, you can see Bucs wide receiver Mike Evans clearly trying to calm him down. But at that point, it was useless. And well, next thing you know, Brown is removing his jersey, tossing his training shirt in the stands, and running across the end zone while the game was still going on. This was legit something out of a movie. It's funny because I remember a couple years ago when Vontae Davis quit at half during a Bills game and thinking we would never see anything crazier. But what Brown did Sunday was a real-life mid-game NFL rage quit. Immediately after the game, Bruce Arians had this to say.
He is no longer a Buck. All right, that's the end of the story. Let's talk about the guys that went out there and won the game.
Well, Tom Brady took a different approach, calling for empathy and compassion. That's obviously a difficult situation. I think we all want him to. I think everybody should hopefully do what they can to help him in ways he really needs it. We all love him. We all care about him deeply. We want to see him be at his best, and unfortunately, it won't be with our team, Brady said. And yet somehow, unfortunately, the saga doesn't end there. Shortly after the outburst, a video emerged of Antonio Brown in an Uber.
Hey, Bizzle, talk to him, Cheech. Come on, baby.
Man, listen, this is gonna make my Netflix.
You know what time it is.
Along with an Instagram photo with the caption that read, "Big Mad, making a difference. Thanks for the opportunity." And then he proceeded to drop a song titled Pit Not the Palace and post even more Instagram stories. I'm recording this right now and it just came out that he's sitting courtside at the Brooklyn Nets game. So he hasn't even left New York. But as the smoke continues to settle on one of the most bizarre sporting incidents you will ever see, I hope Antonio Brown can get the help and find peace in mind to address more important matters than football